guys, how's it going? It's me, Megan, and I am back with another video. If you guys are new to my channel, I'm a full-time reseller on Poshmark and a few other platforms, but mostly Poshmark. And here on YouTube, I like to make reseller content. I'll do unsold videos like this, I'll do unboxings, I'll do hauls, I'll do all that good stuff. So if that is something you guys are interested in, please make sure to like and subscribe, and that way you'll never miss one of my videos. So in today's video, I am doing a What's Sold Sunday video. I do apologize that I didn't get any videos out this last week. It was just kind of a hectic week and I was feeling just like pretty tired. So I decided this week to do another 2-week reselling recap. Some really good days, some really good sales. So I am excited to share that with you guys. I also recently just started selling on Kidizen again. I tried it out like a year ago and I never really did anything with it, but now I'm trying to be a little bit more active and see if sales come in that way. Also listing on Etsy again, just some of my vintage pieces. I'm pretty sure you can only really list vintage clothing pieces on there. If you want to sell on there, it's not like a handmade thing. And also I've started listing on eBay again, and I've had a bad experience with eBay, so I'm not really too excited to be selling on there again, but I'm not really trying to, you know, have a storefront and pay to list my things. I'm just gonna have some listings on there and yeah, try and get sales that way too. Just trying to be a little bit more proactive about that kind of thing. So I think I'll be sharing sales from April 23rd to yesterday, which was May 6th. I cannot believe not only that May started, but we're already like a week in. That is absolutely crazy. This month is actually my husband's birthday, which is on Tuesday. My cat Wednesday's birthday, which is on Wednesday of this week. They're like a day apart. My birthday, which is later this month, and then also my mom's birthday, which is just a couple days after mine. So a busy month, and I did order a THREDUP bulk box, so I should be getting it this coming week. So those videos will be posted soon-ish. I'm excited to see what's in them. They haven't always been the best, but they are a lot of fun, and if you guys have been missing like my unboxing videos, I will be having several of those as those boxes come in. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna start on April 23rd. On Sunday, I had 6 sales. I sold these Columbia men's cargo shorts. I got these at the bins. I love finding Columbia cargo shorts slash pants at the bins. They're usually a really great flip. These had wear that I did photograph and mention, but even that they sold really quickly. They're a pretty consistent sale as far as Columbia pieces go. A lot of Columbia, you know, can be hit or miss, but their cargo shorts and their pants, and specifically like the zip off pants, I love finding those. So I love picking that up at the bins. These sold for $18, and after fees I made $12.38. Then I sold these Madewell strappy sandals. I got these in that Madewell J. Crew mystery box I opened several months ago. I think I only have a few pairs left, which is great. I definitely profited from it. I don't even really remember. I think I got it from Cozy Threads. Maybe, I believe. Unless they've rebranded themselves again, I'm not sure. Probably want to buy it again because they forgot about my order and it got sent super late. But I'm still happy with the pieces I got. These ended up selling for $30, and after fees I made $24. Then I sold these new tag PGA Tour shorts. They're like golf-ish shorts, I guess. I only picked them up at the bins because they were new at tag. I know people love selling golf stuff. It doesn't really do that well for me personally when I try and sell it, but these were golf and new at tag and a good size and at the bins. So I picked them up. They sold pretty quickly for $16, and after fees I made $10.78. Then I sold this J. Crew Woodsman sweater. Again, another bins pickup. I really enjoy selling J. Crew. I love finding it at the bins specifically. I don't really remember the last time I've picked it up in the store. I'd be pretty picky about picking it up in the store, like paying up for it to resell. But some of their places can do really amazing, like some of their nice wool jackets I've sold for a good amount. Some of their blazers can do really well, especially the schoolboy style. So I am kind of picky with it. Like, paying up for it, but at the bins, I'm way less picky. I just really like the style of the sweater. It was a men's, and you know, we are going into spring and summer, but I still picked it up. Ended up selling for $18, and after fees I made $12.38. Then I sold these AG tapered jeans. I actually got these at a Goodwill a while ago, and I just loved the look of them. I usually don't pay up for AG, and when I say pay up, I mean literally get it anywhere besides the bins. Especially at the thrift stores around here, jeans are usually like $10, $10, $11. And I know AG is expensive and it can do well, but I just have not had the best of luck selling it. These, however, I thought were so cute. I absolutely love the model photo for it. Really modern, really trendy, but took forever to sell. They finally ended up selling for $40, and after fees I made $32. And the last thing I sold on Sunday were these North Face linen shorts. These I picked up at the bins. Again, another brand I love finding at the bins, North Face. These were a little dated, I believe, but I will pick up updated basics from North Face all day, every day at the bins, as long as they're in good condition. And these were linen, which was also great. They ended up selling for $14 on Mercari, and after fees I made $11.55. Then Monday the 24th, I had 2 sales. I sold this Kavu rope bag. Kavu is a brand that I've sold. I think this is the second time I've sold it. I believe it's based out of Washington. The first time I sold it, I found these absolutely insane men's like Sasquatch print overalls. They were so cool. They sold so quickly and so well. I want to say like $60-ish maybe. That was like years ago now, but it was awesome. Then I found this bag at a bins. I think I got this way back in Portland, so it's been a while. This did have some flaws to it. I love the style of this bag, but it definitely comes in like cuter prints and isn't super expensive to begin with. So if you see this brand, I would, you know, definitely comp it first. But it did end up selling. It ended up selling for $15, and after fees I made $12. And the last thing I sold on Monday was this Rachel Zoe lace blouse that I've had forever. And it's just one of those things that's like, I don't want to get rid of because it gets attention, but I hate looking at it in my closet, and I've had it for far too long. I think I probably got it at the bins or in some THREDUP mystery box from over the years, but it finally sold for $5, and then after fees I made $2.05. All right, and then Tuesday the 25th, I had 2 sales again. I sold these Veronica Beard flare jeans. I found 3 pairs of Veronica Beard jeans back in December when I was in Connecticut for the holidays, and they've sold pretty well. I sold 1 pair really quickly. It was new with tags. These did take a little longer to sell than I thought they would, but they were absolutely adorable. High rise, flare, button fly, very trendy. They sold for $100, and after fees I made $80. I probably spent around $10-ish on those as well. And the person absolutely loved them. They left me a great review, so I'm so happy that they were happy. And then the other thing I sold on Tuesday were these Vineyard Vines pink men's shorts. I got these at, I think it's called the Goodwill Clearance Center in Escondido. I was there for the holidays for my husband's family in San Diego area. I wanted to check it out. It's like the bins, but instead of per pound, it's like, I don't even remember now, 15 items for $25 or something like that. Anyway, I got these. They ended up selling for $16, and after fees I made $12.80. Then Wednesday the 26th, another 2 sales. I sold this City Chic maxi dress. I've actually really enjoyed selling this brand. This is only the second time I've found it and sold it, but it gets a lot of attention and it does really well. They do vanity sizing, so definitely double check with their size chart when you pick it up. The 2 pieces I found, it's been like medium/16, and this one was like, I don't remember, but like a large maybe /18 or something like that. It's like vanity sizing. I believe most, if not all of their pieces might be plus size. Not sure, but it does really well. I think it's just sold at Macy's. And I definitely would second guess, you know, paying up for it, but finding at the bins I think is great. This dress ended up selling for $21, and after fees I made $16.80. And then the other thing I sold on Wednesday were these Eloquii pink trousers. Eloquii is like a fast fashion plus size brand that I do enjoy picking up and reselling. They've done some collabs. I'm not sure, but I've sold them in the past. These I found at the bins and I just thought they were absolutely perfect for the season. They sold for $20 and after fees I made $16. And then Thursday the 27th, I had 8 sales, so a great sales day. I did send out some 20-30% off offers, so that's probably why I had so many sales. The first thing I sold was this American Eagle knit quarter zip pullover. I got this at the bins and then wasn't super excited to list it, but it actually did get tons of attention. I probably wouldn't have picked it up again, but it was a cute sweater. It sold for $11 and after fees I made $6.03. Then I sold these vintage Levi's carpenter shorts. So cool, so trendy, but I've just had the hardest time selling them or even getting any attention on them. I do believe they're technically like men's shorts, but I thought like some like cool streetwear girl would buy them and wear them because they are pretty trendy. That's kind of like long jean short style. But when somebody offered me 15, I did decide to accept, and after fees I made 12, and I just got those at the bins and probably sometime last year. Next, I sold these Madewell Cruiser straight leg jeans. I picked these up at a thrift store. I'm getting a lot pickier with Madewell jeans, not just style-wise, but size-wise. Really trying to stick away from the very small sizes from them, just because I feel like those sizes on like the reseller market are very saturated because people grow out of their jeans, obviously, and then, you know, might sell them or donate them and then someone picks them up to resell. But these ended up selling for $42 and after fees I made $31.58. Then I sold this Burton reversible ski jacket that I realized I've had since like 2020, so that's a little sad. But I do love to find Burton. I found it a second time at the bins, one of their jackets, and it sold so well. This just took a while. It was a little dated and it was like reversible. It was interesting, but it would always get attention. It ended up only selling for $25 and then after fees I made $17.98. Then I sold these Liverpool pull-on jeans, just kind of a really classic jean that I find quite often from Liverpool. I love to sell their denim. I'll pick it up at the bins most of the time. I probably wouldn't pick it up like at a thrift store because it doesn't get like that much, but it usually sells pretty quickly. These sold for $21 and after fees I made $14.78. And those were a size 2, so they were pretty small. Then I had a flip sale. I sold this Patagonia pair of patterned pants. These were from a flip lot that I've been selling. Just kind of like interesting pants. Kind of goes to show that anything Patagonia will eventually sell. These sold for $17. After Posh fees, I made $11.58. And then after flip consignment fees, I made $3.93. Then I saw this American Eagle halter top. I got this at the bins. I think I debated just keeping it for myself, but then I didn't love the way it looked. Still just kind of like a retro trendy style of tank top. Sold for $11 and after fees I made $6.03. And the last thing I sold on Thursday was this really cute Bowden embroidered crew neck. I got this at a local thrift store. I don't quite remember how much I paid, but probably around $10. Loved the way it looked. Wish it sold for a little bit more, but since I was doing those like kind of bulk offers, it kind of just got clumped in with that. It ended up selling for $31 and after fees I made $22.78. Then Friday the 28th, I had 2 sales. I sold these Good American Girlfriend jeans. I loved these jeans. I love the smile photo. Good American just has not been selling as well as it once did. I do have quite a few of their skinny jeans, but even like their super trendy, baggy, straight leg jeans, I'm having the hardest time selling now, which is really disappointing. I got these at a local Goodwill, so I did spend $10.99 on them. I was just hoping for a quicker, better sale, but they did sell for $45 and after fees I made $33.98. And the last thing I sold on Friday was another flip lot piece. It was this new at Tags Spanx mesh bodysuit. Just basic, but it is Spanx, so that's great. Sold for $22. After fees I made $17.60 and then after flip consignment fees I made $7.70. And then April the 29th, I only had 1 sale. I sold this Eileen Fisher merino wool sweater. I don't really do that well with Eileen Fisher, but I got this piece really recently at the bins and I listed it and it sold within 24 hours, so that was great. Just kind of like a basic sweater, but a great material, and I was able to find the model name and the picture and more information about it, which is always great. Ended up selling for $45, and after fees I made $33.98. And then Sunday was a much better day for sales. I had 7 sales. I sold this Wild Fable knit sweater vest. I thought this was really cute. I got this at the bins. Great color, great style. Wild Fable's pretty trendy, even though it is a Target brand. Again, nothing I'd pay up for, but this was really cute. Sold for $9, and after fees I made $6.05. Then I had another flip lot sale. This Kate Spade chocolate tote. It had like little chocolate candy, like box candies on it. Really cute, really cool. Was worn by one of the girls on the TV show Pretty Little Liars. Was getting a lot of attention. It did have wear to it, but I still ended up selling it for $65. After Posh fees, I made $52, and then after flip consignment fees, I made $22.75. Then I sold this super cute Urban Outfitters linen dress. Got this at the bins. Love to find Urban Outfitters at the bins because it's just kind of an easy bread and butter brand for me. The label Urban Outfitters does a lot better for me than some like the other lines that are sold at Urban Outfitters. Like there's Out From Under, I believe is one. Cote, I think is another. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. There are several, but usually the Urban Outfitter label ones do the best for me. This sold for $30, and after fees I made $21.98. Then I sold this pure J. Jill sweater. I've had this for a little while, but I thought it was so cool. I got it at the bins. It was in great condition. It was kind of like a wrap sweater. Very like what people who like to buy J. Jill would like, in my opinion. But I have been sitting on it for a bit. It ended up selling for $36, and after fees I made $26.78. Then I had a bundle sale, which I don't really get a lot, but I was very happy. In the bundle were these Pistola Moto pants. Got those at the bins. Pistola, I believe, might be sold at like Stitch Fix, maybe at Anthro sometimes. It's really hit or miss for me. It's not something that I really love to pick up and sell. Then this Urban Outfitters bralette that I got at the bins. This Cider, which is a very fast fashion-y brand, kind of like Shein. This Cider halter top, which I also got at the bins. These Calia shorts, which Calia has actually been doing really well for me recently. I've been finding it quite often at the bins. It's not giving me the most, but it's been a pretty quick flip. It's like Carrie Underwood's brand. Not sure if she's really associated with it anymore, but a pair of those shorts that I had gotten at the bins. And then this Miss Me knit moto jacket that I also got at the bins. So all in all, I had about, $5, $6 put into that, so not too bad. That Miss Me moto jacket, I wasn't super excited to sell after I got it back. I'm not a big fan of Miss Me, but if I see it at the bins, even if it isn't like their jeans, I'll, pick it up to try and resell. Anyway, the whole lot ended up selling for $75, and after fees I made $60. Then I sold these Gamo, I have no idea how you pronounce that, platform slides. I think these were made in Spain. I've had these for quite a while. I got them on THREDUP's website under their like assorted brand selection. I used to do that quite often, source on there, because you could find some good brands that, maybe THREDUP didn't recognize. And with looking at the shoes on there, it's a lot easier to see the brand. And then look it up, whatever. Comps looked good, but I've been sitting on them for probably over a year. Ended up selling for $40, and after fees I made $32. And then the last thing I sold on Sunday was this J. Crew plaid popover. This piece was a bit dated, but I did find a model photo for it, and I figured somebody would like it. It's at the bins, it's J. Crew. It's just gonna be easy to photograph and list. And it ended up selling pretty quickly for $8, and then after fees I made $5.05. All right, and then Monday the 1st, I had 4 sales. I sold this soft surrounding striped blouse. I was really hoping to get more for this blouse, but I have been sitting on it for quite a while. I got it back in Portland at the bins, and it was just such a cool top. The stripes, sure, probably weren't like the trendiest thing, but beaded, so gorgeous, so cool. Soft surroundings, which was great. I do think it might have been a petite size, which makes everything terrible, but it finally sold for $20, and after fees I made $16. Then I sold this Urban Outfitters velvet kimono. Again, a really recent bins pickup. It sold within a few days. Again, love to find Urban Outfitters at the bins. Glad I found a mile photo for it. It was just something like, you know, good for the season. Ended up selling for 20 also, and then after fees I made 16. Then I sold this super cute Keepsake midi dress. I've sold Keepsake a couple of times. I sold one of their jumpsuits, and then I sold this dress. I do have a top from them that I don't think is getting much attention, but the jumpsuit sold really quickly. This dress was getting attention, but I have been sitting on for a little while. I just love this style. I thought it was so precious. Got it at a Goodwill for, again, like $10. Ended up selling for 50, and after fees I made 40. And then the last thing I sold on Monday were these Old Navy linen chambray pants. I picked these up at the bins. I'll pick up Old Navy at the bins if I like the piece, if I think it's newer. I think they date their things, so you could double check with the tag. And if they have like a good material. So these were linen, you know, great for spring, summer. I knew I wasn't gonna get much for them, but I figured they'd be a quick flip. I'll also pick up their like Power Soft athletic pieces if they're, you know, newer, trendier, and bigger sizes are always the best with Old Navy. But these sold for 12, and after fees I made $9.05. And then Tuesday the 2nd, I had 4 sales again. I sold this pair of Figs Gray scrubs in a size extra small. Again, really recent bins pickup. I haven't posted that video yet, but I do have it edited, so hopefully it'll come out this week. Kind of basic when it comes to Figs pants. They only had back pockets, which I don't know why they would even make pants like that. That doesn't seem very useful if you're working in a hospital to not have any pockets really. And in a very light gray color, so definitely something that could easily be stained. But for picking them up at the bins, they were in perfect condition. They only ended up selling for 22, but they did sell really quickly, and after fees I made $17.60. Then I sold this Aerosmith Las Vegas hoodie. I did not think too much about this at all when I picked it up at the bins. Again, really recently, I just found a bunch of sweatshirts that day that I just really liked, and decided to pick them up. I know people don't always love to pick up like bigger sweatshirts and stuff because it is pay by the pound and you will pay more if something is heavier. But I don't know, I just like the way it looked. I really thought I was gonna get like $15 for it, maybe, but comps were fantastic. I have no idea if this is like a sought after piece or if it's from something specific, or I think I saw maybe that they're going on a farewell tour, Aerosmith, so maybe that's why, but I'm not complaining. I was so happy. This also sold really quickly. It sold for 50, and then after fees I made $37.98. So that was awesome. Then I sold another Calia piece. These were woven pants. I found these at the bins not too long ago. I found actually like a couple of pairs. There was a blue pair that was cropped that sold first, and then these were a little bit longer and black. And I was able to find the model photo and everything for these. They ended up selling for 20, and after fees I made 16. And then the last thing I sold on Tuesday was this 80s Victoria's Secret button-up floral, really cute. Did have some discoloration that I had mentioned in the comments. It was like Victoria's Secret country. I don't know. I couldn't figure out too much about it. One of you guys mentioned it might have been like a catalog brand. I don't know. Sounds probable, to be honest, but I'd never seen a tag like that, so I thought it was super cool. Only ended up selling for 18, and then after fees I made $12.38. And then Wednesday the 3rd, I only had one sale. It was these Anthropologie Sam Edelman boots. I sent out like a big like discount on these, just like half price pretty much, because I have a lot of boots from this mystery box that I got probably over a year ago at this point in Portland that I'm still sitting on them, and you know, it's past fall and winter, so I'm like, I'm just gonna send out some big discounts. These were my favorite pair of boots from the box, but Sam Edelman, oh my god, it is just not holding its value like it used to, that's for sure. And I'm having such a hard time selling their shoes. But these did sell for 60, and then after fees I made $45.98, and I think every pair of shoes in that box was about $13 each, but I'm pretty sure I've already made my money back and profited. So that's probably just all profit. And then on Thursday the 4th, I had 4 sales. I sold this Lovers and Friends mini skirt. I got this not too long ago at a Goodwill. I have been loving sourcing skirts recently. I know you probably don't hear many resellers say that. People usually hate selling skirts, But I think skirts are like super trendy, especially like maxi length skirts currently, like retro 90s maxi length skirts seem to be pretty popular on TikTok. But I think even mini skirts, super trendy. I also just like to source them because at like Goodwill, there's more of like the cheaper things. They're all like $6.99, so not like cheap, but cheaper than most of the other things at the store. But this brand is great. It's very expensive. I haven't found anything like crazy from this brand, or maybe, you know, it doesn't hold its value as much as it used to. But this is the second piece I sold from them. I think last year I sold like a knit sweater dress from them that was really cute. But anyway, it ended up selling on Mercari for $38, and after fees I made $32.45. Then I sold this Chloe and Isabel statement necklace also on Mercari. I got this at the bins. It just kind of was like in a bin, and I saw that it had not a logo, but like initials on like the clasp, which we usually show you like what brand it is. So I picked it up, got it home, looked up comps. Comps were actually not too bad. Really lightweight and easy for me to store. Ended up selling for $16 on Mercari, and after fees I made $13.31. Then I sold these Lululemon inspired tights. I think I actually got these at a Goodwill, which I don't know why I bought them because they're outdated and I know better. I must have been really desperate to list stuff that day. But these ended up only selling for $32, and after fees I made $23.58. And then the last thing I sold on Thursday was again on Mercari. This cute Life is Good dog V-neck short sleeve shirt. I loved this shirt. I just thought it was really cute. Life is Good stuff has actually been doing pretty well for me. You know, not gonna get you a ton of money probably, but it's been selling, which is great. Ended up selling for $12, and after fees I made $9.81. All right, just a couple more days to go over. Friday the 5th, I had 3 sales. I sold this Everlane midi tank dress. So cute, so cool. Great like vlogger photos I found modeling the dress. I love selling Everlane, but it hasn't been selling as well as it used to for me. This was actually from a flip lot, so I didn't end up like paying anything like sourcing it, but I'm glad I got to sell it. It ended up selling for $32 on Poshmark. After fees I made $23.58, and then after flip consignment fees I made $10.78. Then I sold these Joe's maternity shorts. Again, a really recent bins pickup. I like finding maternity things in good brands. So there's a bunch of maternity like pants in this one bin, and I was just poking through and I found these Joe shorts, and Joe's jeans do well. So maternity jeans I figured would also do well. I've done well with Madewell maternity jeans, Page maternity jeans. So I do like to source like good brands in maternity wear. These sold for $20 pretty quickly, and after fees I made $16. And then the last thing I sold on Friday were these new Tag Veronica Beard Slim Straight Jeans. These, like I mentioned with the other ones that I sold the week before, were sourced in Connecticut in December of last year. I found 3 pairs. This is the 3rd one that sold, so I don't have any more, but these were new tags. They were in a very odd color, so I wasn't surprised they were taking so long to sell, even though they were new tags in a really cute style. I think it was called like Petroleum or something. They were like a green blue, I don't know, but I am glad they sold. They actually sold for $70, and after fees I made $56, and again I probably spent about $10 on those. All right, and then yesterday, Saturday the 6th, I had 6 sales. I sold this Isabel denim maternity dress that I've had for absolutely ever. It's not a brand I pick up, but I did get this in a bulk box, and I just never took it down. I'll just keep it up. I'm too lazy to like get rid of it. It ended up selling for $9, and after fees I made $4.03. Then I sold this super cute ModCloth beetle print dress. I've been really loving finding ModCloth lately. I find it a little bit more than I used to, which is nice. I love finding their printed things, like animal print things. Like this had bugs on it. I found like a unicorn sweater, a dinosaur sweater I still have in my closet for a good amount. Just really cute things for ModCloth, and bigger sizes I think do much better in ModCloth as well. This sold for $40 on Mercari, and then after fees I made $34.20, and I got that at a local thrift store. So again, probably spent about $10 on it. Then I sold this Shein puff sleeve midi dress, which I've actually had for a long time. I got this at a bins in Portland. Love the style. Love to try and save Shein when I can from going to the landfill. It was getting, you know, decent attention on and off for a while, but it finally sold for $13 on Mercari, and after fees I made $10.68. Then I sold this retro Great Smoky Mountain crew neck. I found a couple of these really recently at the bins, and they've been getting a lot of attention. I had them both listed for only like maybe $35 each. And then someone had like lotted them together, and I have 20% off all like bundles in my closet. Like if you bundle 2 or more things, it's 20% off. She bundled 2 of them, so it was gonna be like $56, and then she offered me like $36, which is like what one of them is listed for, and I'm just like, why? But then somebody else made me an offer on one of them for $28, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take that. So this one sold, and the other one that is still listed actually has more attention than this one was getting, so I know it's also gonna sell pretty soon. But anyway, this one ended up selling for $28, and then after fees I made $22.40. Then I had this kind of fun sale. It was a Denim & Supply denim vest. And I mentioned like a few months ago now probably that I sold this Denim & Supply sweater from a flip lot that I really wasn't expecting to get any attention or really get much for. I know it's like like a Ralph Lauren subline, but one of you guys told me that they don't make it anymore, I believe, and so their items can be kind of sought after. And like right after that I went to the bins and I saw this vest and I was like, that's interesting. Like that's not particularly cute, but it's like those items that I'm like, that's not cute, that I'm like, this is gonna do super well, if that makes any sense. But anyway, it was Denim & Supply, and it was, you know, embellished and cool looking. So I definitely was gonna take it and try it out. Comps were absolutely fantastic when I got home. I was like, I cannot believe that. So I definitely would pick up Denim & Supply specifically like at the bins if I feel like it's a substantial piece. But this ended up selling for $42, and after fees I made $33.60. And then the last thing I sold yesterday was on Mercari, these John Barbados linen shorts. I haven't been doing super well with John Barbados recently. The first time I found it, I think it was like either a wool or cashmere sweater. I got it in a men's mystery box from THREDUP. That did super well. And then I found it like a leather Converse collab that he did at the bins, and that did super well. But otherwise comps have not been great on that brand, so it's not something that I like would pay up for unless it was maybe like the Converse collab, something cool like that. But these ended up selling for $20 on Mercari, and after fees I made $16.78. And yeah, those were my sales from the last 2 weeks. I didn't write down totals or anything because I didn't want this video to be too crazy long, and I just wanted to quickly go over everything with you guys. So yeah, let me know how your sourcing and selling is going. I do feel like it had picked up for me, but then it kind of slowed down again. So fingers crossed that selling on more platforms will hopefully add up to more sales. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great time sourcing and selling this week, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye!